Weekly strategy is selected. Coach Central is selected.
A great 1-2 to start the year. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 2 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the New York Giants. And it's some big D for Big D, the Dallas defense. This a big play early in the ballgame. The Cowboys have no problem in this one. They win it going away. From there, let's go up to the Motor City. Let's look in on the Lions as they play host to the Chicago Bears. And it's the rookie from Colorado, Shedeur Sanders. A 14-yard touchdown pass. The Lions come away with a victory. They win by 6. Lastly, let's get down to Miami, the Dolphins hosting the New England Patriots. And it's the veteran tight end, Darren Waller. A deep shot downfield, and he's right there to look it in, and they're not gonna get him. Put it down as an 81-yard catch and run for the score. The Dolphins have no problems in this one. They get it done in blowout fashion. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying good night. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
Weekly coach manage team is selected. Weekly strategy is selected. Entering message 1 of 2 pop up. It's the regular season is selected. GM's office is selected. Play season game is select. 20-minute experience. Skip simulate strategy. Play full game is selected. Entering team select screen. The Kansas City Chiefs, the home team, are selected. Ready. View. Advanced. Edit uniforms. Entering edit. Uniform name option is set to. Uniform name option is set to current alternate. Uniform name option is set to current. Uniform name option is set to current alternate classic. Edit CPU. Entering edit uniform. Uniform name option is set to. Uniform name option is set. Uniform name option is set to. Uniform name option is set. Uniform name option is set to current. Uniform name option is set to current. Uniform name option is set to current home option. Ready.
It is already one of the loudest buildings in football, and never more so than when the war drum is sounded, and this crowd has begun its battle cry inside the walls of Kansas City's Arrowhead Stadium. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. On the visiting sideline, the Eagles and their head coach. These guys enjoyed a win at home to begin the season, now facing their first road test here.
Entering play calls. You have to. Super Sim is selected. Entering Super Sims. And slow is selected. Jump for Super Sim. End of game.
With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's going to be Harrison Butker to get us started. And here we go on EA Sports. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're brought out by a dual threat in his 3rd year out of UCLA now, Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain, now down inside the 15. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. And leading them as he always does, a quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. That was the rookie from Nebraska who got him down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and short, here's Mahomes. This is cut downfield by Rice. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
First down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Defense sent him packing back to their own side last play. Time to build on that with 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. It's on target to Williams. And they get this down to the 28. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Throwing off the play fake. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that's played good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for Eagles. First down. A gain of 22 yards.
Barkley off the pistol again. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Ashton Gelati driving in there for the stop.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Thompson Robinson back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory.
That's a gain of 7.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
It's a screen to Barkley. He finds space into the red zone. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
27 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and goal.
Gonna run with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 6 yards from there. It's gonna be 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
DTR to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pull out in front further, 13-zip.
Philadelphia.
It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and he just exposed them.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the 2nd time this game. And I know it's early, Brock, but you can almost feel that they need some points to keep this lead from getting out of control and build up their confidence as well after drive number 1 ended in that interception.
Yeah, totally co-sign that, Kate, every bit of it. It's an early deficit, but there's still a whole lot of game left. You don't need to make up for it right away. You just need to start to see those chains moving.
He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They have 9 yards on the play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Here's a screen sound for Pacheco. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
From the gun, it's Hunt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Travis Kelce. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Completed to his running back. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs first down.
To the air, Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Isaiah Pacheco.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Catch is made in close. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a one-score game. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. Well, great work there, Rob. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. In the words of Pete Carroll resume, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14. Chiefs 7.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Return coming from the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Third and long for him here. This is a heater going deep. He's got it deep downfield. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow their early lead to 13. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle of the field open or close? Do I got a single high or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Chiefs 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Dumped off to his running back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Rolling from the gun here. Short pass brought in. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Chiefs first down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They get 23 on that one. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the...
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. 21-7 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
2nd and 6.
Back to the air, Mahomes. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Gain of 9 yards. That's another Kansas.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. Running up the middle, none outside either, Brock. So give him just 2 yards on that carry. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're staring at a 4th down. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. Butker knocks it through. And that gets him back to within 11.
You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He drops it! Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. Devontae Smith, the intended target. So they're left facing a 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Chiefs aren't headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And they'll take him down after he advances this to about the 43. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
The 43-yard line.
Pistol now for Mahomes. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Out of bounds at his own 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
It's a gain of 8.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. He picks up 28 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Gets it to him on the screen. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Isaiah Pacheco. No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Couldn't bring it in over the incomplete.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Butker knocks it through, and that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good than get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Xavier Worthy now on the return. Escapes the defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles about set to go on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Thompson Robinson. Escapes out to the left. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Finds Barkley underneath. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Shuffle pass complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Complete to Kyron Ransom. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
No gain on the play. And it's
From the gun on 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
We're going to go with Barkley on the counter. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's another Eagles first down. A gain of 19 yards.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. Crossing out, throwing that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go to Barkley again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
DTR looking to throw. He's going to run for it. And he's brought down at the line.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Elliott connects there. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the track. And the kicker gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schler, two-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
That one missed the mark. And that means third down coming up.
And 6 yards to go.
Throw here, third down. He gets it to Rice. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. First and 10 now from the 46. Putting the tight end in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. All set now, first and 10.
19 more yards. That's another Kansas City.
Again, Mahomes to throw. And they take him down right along the 30. 5 still to go here. This is second down.
A gain of 5 brings up
Another throw for Mahomes. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
He was defended by Christian Gonzalez.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Give him 5 on the play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
He's going to throw it again. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Another try from the 25. It's second and 10.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A throw left side, caught by Brown. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 22. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first.
Third and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this third and 7. Back to the air, Mahomes. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs make it a one-score game before halftime. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s when we started to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs cut the lead down to 4.
Eagles 24. Chiefs 20.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles taking over now late in the first half. And backed up this deep in their own territory, probably content to just take that lead into the locker room. Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Here's DTR to throw. It's a screen to Barkley. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen.
Our look around the NFL starts now. Down at Hard Rock Stadium, it's the Dolphins at home to take on the Patriots in the AFC East. And it's the veteran tight end, Darren Waller. It's fired deep downfield. He's right there to secure it. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. The Dolphins go on to the dominant win. They beat the brakes off of their opponent. From there, it's down to the Big Easy in New Orleans. We'll check in on the Saints as they play host to the San Francisco 49ers. And this is Jawan Jennings. He found pay dirt early in this one. The touchdown catch here, he added another one later on. The Niners are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans hosting the LA Rams. And this is Matthew Stafford. Well done here. It's a touchdown. The Rams get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Entering play call, normal. There are 2 categories. You have 3 options. Kickoff left is selected. You have 2, and super sim is selected. Enter, nor, slow is selected. Jump for, super, next, end of game.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chiefs have their offense out to start this third quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short game.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30.
Man in motion here. To the air, Mahomes. Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch could still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. This one, Williams out left side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. 3rd and just 2 to go.
A gain of 20 on the play. It's now 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say clear the sideline over top the 14. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
DTR to throw it. That pass complete to Goddard. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
That's good.
They're going play action. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
A gain of 47 on the play. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Well, right side, caught by Smith. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Offense to the line for second down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. He'll try and run this. He slides down with enough to pick up that first.
That's it. A gain of 15 yards. That's another Eagles first down. A gain of 15.
He'll call his own number. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up. Maybe the wrong read on the option there, Brock, that it kind of looked like the defense had both reads picked up pretty well there.
I'd agree with you because the option, you're trying to option off of one defender, like a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
That time, well, the defense was all over a tremendous pursuit to knock him back.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11.
31. Chiefs 20.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs offense has to take over. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cap pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for...
Ball's out. Mahomes fumbled it. And he falls on his own miscue, and that sets him up with a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Hauled in by Gray. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
3rd down. It's Mahomes. Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. And he works this down to the 41. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they bring him down around the 34.
It's a gain of 7.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Brown. A gain of 4 yards.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. So 20 yards on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Another Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 11.
In the red zone now. Rose caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Again, Mahomes to throw. There's a screen set up for Pacheco. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback. And on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
32-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
Worthy now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 43.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Get some space around midfield. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skids down inside the 35-yard line. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Eagles, first down.
DTR looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches.
To Kylan Ransom. 10 yards on the pickup.
Now it's DTR. Brought in. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Escapes the pocket, and he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Barkley going to try to smash his way in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles lead by 15 now.
Chiefs 23.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. New set of downs from 37.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
First down, and they go right back to it. It's away from one. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 27.
Here's Hunt up the middle. And he works his way for a gain of 4. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. 7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6.
Down and 6 yards to go.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now a 4th down, staring right at him.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball. That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
And an Eagles first down.
First down, around with Barkley. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's another carry for Barkley. He's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Running left, this is Barkley. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I would give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Punting muted out now. Brady Mann will kick it away. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. And another grab for Williams. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Shotgun snap. It's a give to Hunt. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That one now some 33 yards and a new set of downs too.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Has him on the quick hitter. Oh, that was close, but they're going to have to get this on 3rd down now. Gain is to the 27. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Here's Mahomes on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped her at the line. No gain. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw Mahomes. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And this one doesn't go far.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw Mahomes. Delivers another one to Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Running back sent in motion. Looking inside the red zone. From the pocket, and this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Throwing from the gun here. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
3rd and long for him here. Who else? Kelsey's got another. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs now within 1 score in the 4th. Travis Kelsey, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Worthy now to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's DTR to throw. He finds Brown right side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. And an Eagles 1st down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Zone read give here to Barkley. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Barkley trying this up the gut. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. First and 10 from the 32.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
They run it with Saquon. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line. Defense all over this one. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. This time it's a passing play. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Back to throw it. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First and 10 at the 21.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Design quarterback run here. Offense to the line. Second down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he did his part, partner. Got him 8 yards. Sets up third down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Trying to get it on the keeper. Looking at they don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. They'll run for it with Barkley. And that's a stop. The offense stayed out there on 4th, but now they're headed off after they turn it over on downs. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And there was no easy enough. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Kansas City.
Entering post-game screen, you have 5 options. Finish game is selected. Stats. Enter. QB rating 113.9. QB rating 1. QB rating. Completions 22. Completion. QB rating 1. Rushing selected. Yards 81. Yards 4. Yards 8. Receiving selected. Receiving yards 175. Receiving yards 100. Receiving yards 100. Receiving yards 129. Receiving yards 108. Receiving yards 70. Blocking selected. Pancake blocks 5. Pancake blocks 5. Defensive select. Tackles 7. tackle 16, tackles for loss 2, tackles for loss 2, tackles for loss 2, tackles, UB sacks 0.0. Interception, longest in, passive, forced fumble 0, fumble recover, safe, touchdown 0. Finish game is selected. Entering player upgrades screen XP feedback. You have 4 options. Sunita Kitaki is selected. And yes, entering attention and entering weekly schedule screen. GM's offices pop-up menu trade center. Manage team is select GM pop-up menu trade free agents. Depth chart. Team salaries. Manage team coach center entering manage team is selected. GM's offices view box score is selected. GM's office is selected. Coach Central is selected. Entering Coach Center. Entering Franchise Hub screen. Manage team is selected. Pop-up menu you have 6. Team schemes. Entering defensive scheme option is set to base 4, 3. Defensive scheme. Defensive scheme option is set to 4, 3 core. Defensive scheme option is set to 4th. Offensive playbook op. Defensive scheme op. Defensive scheme option is set to 10. Defensive scheme op. Defensive scheme option is set to 4-3 cover 3. Entering Franchise Hub screen home. New league entering screen. Option user teams entering online Idaho Thespian _Shield 2 online Idaho Thespian _Shield 2 online Idaho Idaho entering actions pop up select an action and entering weekly schedule screen. Week Coach Central is selected. Manage team is selected. Week Scout college players weekly Coach Central is selected. GM's off play season game is selected. "20-minute experience. Skip simulate strategy. Playful game is selected. Entering team select screen. The Baltimore Ravens, the home team, are selected. Ready. View. Edit uniform. Entering edit. Uniform name option is set to current away. Uniform name option is set to current color rush. Edit CPU. Entering edit uniforms. Uniform name. View super. Ready.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. On the Browns sideline, there you see head coach Kevin Stefanski. His guys ready to get this one going.
Entering play. You have to. Super sim is selected. Entering soup. Enter. Slow is selected. Jump for super. End of game.
Brandon Gordon, Charles Davis, happy to be with you once again. And we are off here in the Inner Harbor. And they're getting down inside the 30 at the 27. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Jackson. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
16 yards. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Here's second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Robinson with another carry. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. The quick feet by Jackson. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
First and 10 at the
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Tyler Duke on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not
now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski.
They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's gone.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
56 yards. And the Browns first down.
Goff now looking to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A first carry for Tyler Algier.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the Browns first down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Algier with another carry.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw is Goff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and we hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3.
On the draw, Robinson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Taken down at the 41.
Jackson will keep it. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
Fielding just inside the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. Pass caught by Foreman. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Goff now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Goff now looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 39-yard.
Back to throw. Goff. Shifts past him at the 45. Heavy set out there on third and 1. Goff going to keep it himself. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Browns first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. Third and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for fourth down.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 down at the 33. Here's Goff. Checks it down to Jenkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's a give down here on the option. And managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up
Goff.
second and 8.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a third and 8. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Folks, kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And able to get this out to the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll leave him with a third and 2. 10-10 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 2. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from second and 2 to a tough third and 4.
Brings up third and 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Jackson from the shotgun. Throw caught by Flowers. Second down and 3.
Complete to Zay Flowers. A 7-yard pickup.
On the option right is Jackson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
At the 32-yard line. Brings up third down.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he will have the Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. From the 25, here's a second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 25.
Jackson options out left. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Over the middle, he's going to find Burden. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now it's Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit, because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own
The Browns offense and Jerry Jeudy ready to go once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Here's Goff. The connecting here with DJ Shark. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Goff. He's got Njoku over the middle. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On the give, Algier headed left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And the Browns, 1st down. 2 yards on the play. 1st down, Cleveland.
Now Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Goff. Completes a pass to Jeudy on the crossing pattern. This now a 3rd and 4.
Jerry Jeudy. A gain of 6 yards.
Goff.
3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
It's a gain of 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
3rd and 4.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd.
Looking to throw. And he is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On for the extra point is Folk. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here, stopped at the 30.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The Ravens had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a
Jackson now. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He's got this complete to Burden. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
At the 16-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
To throw is Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now he's going to step up. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It's our 2nd week in studio, 2nd week of the NFL season. Lots to get to, so let's get after it. Our journey through the NFL starts now, and it begins at Arrowhead. The Chiefs at home to take on the defending champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's DTR, Dorian Thompson-Robinson. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. From there, it's down to the Big Easy in New Orleans. We'll check in on the Saints as they play host to the San Francisco 49ers. And this is Jawan Jennings. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The 49ers are out to a 2-0 start. They roll in this one. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans hosting the LA Rams. And it's the veteran Matthew Stafford. And this is a touchdown. The Rams wind up winners here, 24-8 the final score. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from a jam-packed Week 2 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Entering play call, normal, there are 2 categories, you have 3 options, you have 2, super sim is selected, enter, slow is selected, jump for, super sim, net, end of game.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? He takes this near to 25, just a little pass there, called it to 26. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Play action. It's Goff. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. An inside run with Jenkins. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Chart the motion man right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. To throw is Goff. These guys running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Quinshon Judkins with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Here's Jackson. He finds his man complete. It's Flowers. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
Play action. Now Jackson. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Again, Jackson. And that went off the mark. A little late with the throw. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play. And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
There's Goff. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Goff. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
That's a gain of 7.
Goff now looking to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he is going to have a Browns first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, here's Jenkins. Breaks a tackle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
That's another Browns first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Goff now looks to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Here's Goff. Working the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Goff now to throw. Right back to Njoku. 2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 14-yard line.
Give up the middle, Jenkins. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Browns take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. They begin the drive with Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 85 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
47-yard line.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Throwing is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
29. That's another Baltimore.
Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Hand off now to Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. And those 3 rushing touchdown games in this league, you know darn well, those are hard to come by. They're becoming even harder to come by as the years go by, aren't they?
Isn't that the truth? It doesn't matter what you do in terms of game planning. You may be a run-first team, but you're running against an NFL defense. That's some of the biggest, fastest, best athletes on the planet. Hard to do. Cherish that moment, even as he's eager to add to that total.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Browns offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Goff setting up a screen for Jenkins. Given 3 on the screen, he couldn't break free, and it's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third.
Out of the gun. Goff. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Browns first down. A gain of 12.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Algier now up the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Browns on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now gone. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers set to take over once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers.
Zay Flowers. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, we've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Goff. And his throw is incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Goff. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
At the 26-yard line.
Jackson.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He finds Bateman over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
A gain of 12
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
1st down.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Open man right side is Sharp. 2nd and 7.
He's on downs at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Mike Green in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So here's a 3rd and 14. To throw is Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And down to the 27-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
And the Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball. One that they want to fix immediately.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now it's gone. Out quickly to Judy. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
The Folks' kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Ravens offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Pass caught by Burden. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
Here's Jackson to throw. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
That's good for Baltimore. First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Jackson going to hold on to it again. Oh, good move. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. From the gun, here's Goff. The throw left sideline falls incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. A shotgun snap for Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Connecting with Johnson.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Algier will try to pick it up. And he is going to have a Browns first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 30 inches.
Goff now to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
That's thrown underneath to Algier.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Goff.
He'll swing this out to Jenkins.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of
Goff.
Brings up 7.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now it's Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. Back to throw.
Dumps this one off to Algier.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp.
Here comes 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
He's back to throw. And he's got it.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by a field goal, 26 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Now Jackson. He's got this complete to Burton. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Jackson to throw. Connecting with Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Now this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited.
This ball intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And the Browns are going to win this football game here in overtime. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Browns, after the home loss, they rebound with a good road win to get back to 500. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
View player stats and player QB rating 100. QB rate complete. QB rating 145.1. QB rating 145.1. QB rating 88.3. Rushing selected. Average yards 92. Yards 90, yards 100, receiving yards 100, receiving yards 122, receiving yards 120, receiving yards 109, receiving yards 109. Finish game is selected. Entering player upgrades screen XP feedback. You have 3 options. Roquan Smith is and Yes. Entering. Attention. And entering weekly schedule screen. News. Lead entering screen.